In the blazing heart of Mexico, surrounded by arid shadows and mountains guarding ancient secrets, a truck arrives carrying more than just goods. It brings a convoy of promises, forced laughter, and painted gazes. Among them is Perla, a name too gentle for such a harsh world. Welcome to the realm of cult cinema, where forgotten treasures and unforgettable performances await discovery. From the depths of Mexico to the far reaches of the moon, these stories embody the true magic of film, capturing moments that linger long after the screen fades to black. Join us as we embark on this journey through iconic cult films. In the blazing heart of Mexico, beneath dry shadows and mountains that seem to guard ancient secrets, a truck arrives carrying more than just cargo. It transports a convoy of promises, forced laughter, and painted gazes. Among them is Perla, a name too gentle for such a harsh world. This is the setting of Rage, a 1966 film now rarely spoken of, but deserving of attention. Stella Stevens ignites the screen as a sensual mirage in the middle of nowhere. She needs no lengthy dialogue. A glance, the toss of her hair, an unreadable stride, and suddenly everyone senses the danger she embodies. Yet, no one wishes to turn away. Rage may have been too modest in scale to contain such intensity, a neon-noir thriller laced with a sense of dust and tension. But among cacti and sweaty horses, there was genuine artistry and atmosphere. And there was a diva, Stevens, whose mere presence saved the film from fading into oblivion. She was not alone. Other divas also shone brightly within this cult classic. In 1963, under the direction of Franklin J. Schaffner, a strikingly intense film emerged, weaving a tale centered on Leah Green, brought to life by the formidable Joanne Woodward. Leah is far more than a former showgirl. She is a tempest concealed within a fading memory. Arriving in a small town, she seems to be fleeing a story with a bitter ending, yet she still yearns for one final moment in the spotlight. Despite the hardships, Leah's spirit refuses defeat. With every step in her high heels, she carries the echoes of what could have been a grand life. Within the shadowy alleyways of the narrative, she navigates a world of suspicion and shattered promises, where she both seduces and deceives to survive. Woodward's performance anchors the film, supported by an outstanding female ensemble that includes legends like Gypsy Rose Lee, Claire Trevor, and Carol Lynley. Together, this talented cast transforms what might have been a simple drama into a noir-infused story that whispers secrets in the dark. It invites viewers to observe closely, but warns not to get too close, capturing the storm brewing beneath Leah's composed exterior. In the 1958 sci-fi adventure Missile to the Moon, intrepid astronauts journey beyond Earth's bounds, only to discover not just barren craters, but an ancient lunar civilization alive with intrigue and vivid color. This cosmic realm is inhabited by mesmerizing women with striking blue and green skin, queens of a forgotten lunar dynasty. Among these celestial figures is June Saxton, portrayed by Kathy DeSalles, one of the brave astronauts venturing into the unknown. KT Stevens embodies Queen Leto, a central figure whose authority is soon challenged by internal betrayal. Nina Barr's character, Alpha, is a determined and ambitious woman who seizes power by overthrowing Leto to claim the throne for herself. Meanwhile, the gracious Emma, brought to life by Marguerite Helen, also known as Leslie Parrish, aids the Earth visitors in their quest to return home. Through its blend of whimsical absurdity and retro charm, this film offers an irresistibly quirky gem rich with kitschy appeal, perfect for devotees of vintage science fiction. In the quirky 1989 film Drive Alien, Judy Landers shines as Zenobia, a uniquely eccentric alien educator who steps in to replace Mr. Aryan, played by Troy Donahue, after his untimely demise caused by a UFO incident. Zenobia and her assistant Drax, portrayed by Raymond O'Connor, reveal themselves as the true pilots of the mysterious spacecraft. They seek a volunteer for a peculiar science experiment, and the unfortunate choice is Wesley, played by Billy Jacoby. Once injected with a special vitamin supplement, Wesley suddenly grows a strange phallic stalk from his head. However, the bizarre side effect turns him into an irresistible magnet for every girl around, even captivating Zenobia herself. When Zenobia finally exposes her origin from the planet Alien, where males have lost the ability to reproduce, by revealing her blue skin and oversized alien head, Wesley panics, tossing her into a trash bin before fleeing in terror. This mix of humor and offbeat sci-fi elements creates a memorable and delightfully odd cinematic experience. In 1967, the legendary masked wrestler Santo took on a challenge unlike any other in the cult Mexican sci-fi classic Santo el Enmascarado de Plata vs. La Invasion de los Marcianos. This film brings together the thrilling world of Lucha Libre and intergalactic adventure in an outrageous yet unforgettable clash. Santo, known for his heroic exploits in the wrestling ring, now faces invading Martians threatening Earth. Amidst the cosmic chaos, alien glamour and charm take center stage, showcased through a captivating array of extraterrestrial beauties played by stars like Belinda Carell, Gilda Morose, Maura Monti, and Eva Norand. This cult favorite remains a vivid testament to the imaginative spirit of genre blending, offering fans a wild ride where heroic valor meets out-of-this-world spectacle. Released in 1960 and directed by Rinaldo Pulcini, The Vampire and the Ballerina stands as a striking example of Italian Gothic horror that prioritizes mood and suggestion over shock and strict logic. The story follows a troupe of young ballerinas who come to an ancient castle to rehearse, unaware that their picturesque setting is inhabited by mysterious entities thirsting for youth and beauty. The film weaves a dark fairy tale atmosphere, complete with flickering torches, mist-shrouded corridors, aristocratic vampires, and surprisingly effective rubber masks that complement the film's theatrical tone. The black and white cinematography enhances the visual experience, creating a tactile, almost enchanting environment that captivates despite, or perhaps because of, its modest production values. This isn't a flawless movie, nor does it aspire to be one, but within its mysteries, graceful dance sequences, and furtive glances, there's a hypnotic allure that lingers. A low-budget horror, yes, but one imbued with soul, elegance, and presence. Featuring an impressive cast including Elin Ray, Tina Gloriani, Bridget Castor, Stefania Sabatini, and Walter Brandy, The Vampire and the Ballerina completes its eerie spectacle with a touch of vintage delirium. This film transcends mere curiosity, emerging as a relic of atmosphere where every gesture and every glance feels choreographed by some ancient spell. Amidst veils, thick shadows, and subtle tension, it reminds us that cinema, even in its humblest forms, can be a pure act of enchanted creation. The true magic often lies in the details, and the women who bring them to life. In 1953, a film titled A Virgin in Hollywood emerged as a curious relic from an era when provocative content still maintained an almost innocent allure. Directed by Clay Tan-W. Kirby, the story follows Darla Sloan, portrayed by Dorothy Abbott, a spirited reporter dispatched into Hollywood's hills to delve into the shadowy side of fame. This path, ironically enough, mirrored the journey taken by numerous aspiring stars seeking the spotlight. As Darla investigates, she uncovers a world filled with burlesque shows, cheesecake photo shoots, and a notorious photo ranch known as the Hacienda, a real location once buzzing with pin-up sessions that captured the playful and bold spirit of the 1950s. Despite the film's modest budget and occasionally uneven acting, seen by some as enthusiastic, by others as barely passable, the true charm lies in its raw, quasi-documentary portrayal of a Hollywood parallel universe. This is a place marked by personal ads, late-night spectacles, and models like Arlene Hunter, who would later become a Playboy centerfold. While the film never crosses into explicit territory, The teasing atmosphere and subtle comedy create a uniquely playful tone. A Virgin in Hollywood may not be considered high art, but for aficionados of the golden age exploitation genre, it stands as an enchanting time capsule filled with mischievous charm and the unmistakable scent of backstage powder. At the time of its release, its provocative subject matter felt outrageous. Today, it offers a glimpse into a bygone era that both captivates and invites reflection. For those who appreciate the pin-up and burlesque culture of the 1950s, this film is nothing short of a cult treasure. The Dolls, originally titled Le Bamboli in Italy, is a charming 1965 comedy anthology that weaves together four distinct tales of secret romances, mischievous love affairs, and playful seduction. This film is neatly divided into 4 episodes: The Telephone Call, Treatise on Eugenics, The Soup, and Man's Cupid, which draws inspiration from a risque story in Boccaccio's Decameron. Each segment is directed by a different master of Italian cinema: Mauro Bolognini, Luigi Comencini, Dino Risi, and Franco Rossi, creating a vibrant mosaic where subtle eroticism meets the satirical wit characteristic of classic Italian comedy. The ensemble cast is a veritable parade of European cinema stars, delivering their romantic escapades with flair. In The Telephone Call, actresses such as Valeria Valeri, Nino Manfredi, and Alessandra Panaro come alive amidst their captivating stories. Treatise on Eugenics features performances by Elsa Martinelli, Maurizio Arena, and Piero Focaccia, while The Soup showcases Monica Vitti, John Carlson, and Arnaldo Ninci. Finally, Monsieur Cupid presents Gina Lollobrigida, Jean Sorrell, and Akim Tamirov. Effortlessly fun, provocative, and filled with charm, The Dolls stands as a sparkling gem from the golden age of European cinema, inviting viewers to revel in its lighthearted yet suggestive exploration of love's many faces. The Unkissed Bride, also known as Mother Goose A Go-Go, is a vibrant 1966 comedy directed by Jack H. Harris. The story follows newlyweds Ted and Margie as they embark on their honeymoon at a kitschy hotel owned by Margie's charismatic uncle. However, Margie is nervous about their first night together, and to soothe her anxiety, she reads from a Mother Goose book. Suddenly, Ted faints and reveals he suffers from a full-blown Mother Goose complex. A quirky psychiatrist attempts to cure Ted with an experimental LSD spray while he sleeps. This treatment triggers bizarre hallucinations, causing Ted to blend fairy tales with reality. Adding to the confusion, a suspicious hotel detective becomes convinced that Ted and Margie's uncle are involved in extramarital affairs, further complicating the already chaotic situation. Starring Tommy Kirk and Anne Helm, who was 3 months pregnant during filming, this film stands out as a psychedelic farce from the swinging 60s, colorful, oddball, and completely over the top. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and to all shindiggers out there. I'm Jimmy O'Neill, and tonight, it's my delight to present an extraordinary program featuring an all-star cast from American International Pictures, Dr. Goldfoot, and The Bikini Machine. Hi there, fans. I'm Dr. Goldfoot. In this world, there are good people and bad people. Take 3 guesses as to which side I'm on. The Wild Weird World of Dr. Goldfoot, a 1965 television special, masterfully blends espionage, science fiction, and that uniquely cheesy humor that only the 1960s can deliver. Originally aired as part of ABC's Shindig, this 30-minute episode continues directly from the year's feature film, Dr. Goldfoot and the Bikini Machine. Vincent Price returns as the devilishly charming Dr. Goldfoot, now hatching a new outlandish scheme, employing his loyal fembot Diane to capture Malcolm Andrews, a young man who literally carries the world's knowledge within his mind. Naturally, things don't go according to plan. Diane attempts to seduce Malcolm, but a government agent, known only as 0½ yes, half a license to kill, steps into the fray. What ensues is a wild, whimsical series of betrayals, romance, and electronic mischief, culminating in Diane turning on her creator in a twist worthy of any sci-fi soap opera. Even robots, it seems, can experience a change of heart or circuits. Alongside Price, Susan Hart returns as the alluring robot girl, and Harvey Lembeck steps up from a guest role to the bumbling sidekick. His over-the-top adulation of Goldfoot is unforgettable, showering him with grand titles like King of Evil and the hilariously Wizard of Rot. Shot in black and white, short in runtime, and delightfully kitschy, the wild, weird world of Dr. Goldfoot may lack the polish of its cinematic predecessor, but its campy charm, brisk pacing, and parade of absurdities make it a groovy gem perfect for fans of retro madness. Once more, the stars gently descend from the constellations of our dreams. These icons, who once graced sets, illuminated screens, and appeared in the glossy pages of magazines, now rest quietly within the trunks of nostalgia. Yet, their images remain vibrant, dancing perpetually between light and shadow, memory and imagination. Time does not erase their legacy, it simply moves onward. The responsibility falls to us, to rediscover, to remember, and to honor these cinematic treasures. Here at Sinestia, cult cinema never truly sleeps. It dreams aloud, inviting us all to embrace its enduring magic. As we reach the end of our journey through the world of cult cinema, these captivating films and unforgettable performances remind us why they deserve to be cherished. Each story, from forgotten classics to cosmic adventures, continues to inspire and resonate, preserving the magic of film in our hearts. Cult cinema never truly fades away. It lives on through those who remember and celebrate its unique charm and enduring spirit. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the captivating world of cult cinema, be sure to subscribe, give a like, leave a comment, or share your thoughts below. Your participation keeps the conversation alive and helps us continue exploring these unforgettable cinematic treasures.